Okay, let's see here. Am I getting audio? Sounds like it. Or, I mean, it sounds like the meter's running, so I'm assuming so. Let's stop this and play this.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, no. There it goes.
Sounds like it.
Or, I mean, it sounds like the meter's running, so I'm assuming so. Let's stop this and play this.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, no. There it goes. Alright, I'm going to mute that back again. Let's get some music. So, I like music while I work. Let's get rid of that. YouTube audio library. Can I just do that? You can't see what I'm doing, I guess. Oh, interesting. I do need to open up Facebook, and I should probably open up LinkedIn, and I hope I don't violate any copyright laws. I know I'm so concerned about that so much of the time, violating copyright laws, and I'm so careless with it, and I need to not be, but I don't really care right now. I just want to make a video. So, what am I doing? Yes. I'm finding the YouTube link. I'm a little dazed and confused right now. Is there a link for this? Where's my link? What's this thing say? Edit settings. Title. Alright, where do I get the freaking link for this thing? I want to watch it in a different browser, and I can't find the link. Let's put live chat on, pop out chat, share, there we go. Share a link. Here's my link, copy that, close that. Let's message this. Alright, I sent off that link. I'm going to shove it in here in Facebook. I'm not even going to talk what this is about. Let's see what happens with my preview in LinkedIn and Facebook, what it does. Interesting. There you go. That's cool. Won't put the... Okay. That's good enough. All right, let's see here. Now I gotta go investigate. Investigate. What am I doing? I'm investigating. And I'm watching my analytics. I'm watching my stream settings, analytics, stream health. Excellent. All right. So everything looks good. And now, this is the beginning of the UTU1 investigation. And so as such, I should have a screenshot or, oh man, why do I have this open? I should have that open. I haven't been doing much streaming. So I'm using OBS Studio. Let me show you what OBS Studio looks like. Here's what it looks like. Anyways, I have two monitors. So this is on the second monitor. So I put the second monitor on the first monitor. We have a internested iterative pattern in which the monitor is redisplayed within the monitor, which is redisplayed within the monitor, within the monitor. Anyways, so we don't put it there because I don't want to do that because it just makes me dizzy. I put it on the other screen, and when it's on the other screen, I see what's on the first screen, and I see my volume. I could do stuff like this, but I don't want to do this because I've got images that I don't really have permission to. And why is the camera not pointing at me? It's way over there. Okay, move this a little over. I don't even know what this sounds like. Turn this light on. This is all my used janky computer equipment, recycled. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to this screen. Sorry, I just don't want to have any copyright issues. It might be too late, but I do like music. So let's go back here. I have no concurrent views. I'm just here all by my lonesome, and I want some music. Let's just do this. Oh, that's a little loud. Let me get my mixer up. Okay, well, I guess you can hear me. I'm assuming you can hear me. Should I change the volumes? Probably bump me up just a little bit. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit. Let's do make this a little louder. Okay, that's probably is all right. All right, UTU1. Oh my goodness, where do I start? Well, let's put this in the chat stream. We might get some people coming, maybe not. This is like, I guess it records the chat stream too, I'm pretty sure. So maybe I don't even need to talk. Maybe I can just assemble a bunch of links in this video. Let's highlight some stuff. These are my best. My best. Oh, is it too many? Okay, it's too many. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, dude. Listen,
What's up, brother?
do you hear that music in the background?
Yeah, no, I'm on YouTube right
Oh,
now.
I didn't even check. I looked earlier and I didn't see anyone, so I was like, I'm all alone. I don't really care.
Oh yeah, I just got on there.
So, did you see what I started doing?
Where are you at? How did you find that?
Finding what?
Oh, that's on the internet, right? The regular UTU.1 on the browser?
Yeah. You ready for some analysis?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Do you want the music or not?
No, the music doesn't need to be on there.
I just do that to entertain myself because I like music in the background when I work. So if I'm just like, I was just gonna start cutting and pasting into the chat session and not even saying anything. Just play some music and have these different screens up here. Here, read about it while I'm, Anyways, let me stop this.
While you're stepping out in your mode.
Right. So basically, this is what I had to do. I had to read the terms of use. I haven't got to anything else except the terms of use in the team. I read this. This looks all great. Okay. But how do I even get to the terms of use from this main page? I'm not even sure. Where was it under? Anyways, I found the terms of use. It's not easily locatable. I read the terms of use. The terms of use scared the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah? What's up with the terms of use on UTU.1?
Okay, so... Wait, hold on. Is this still live? Oh, hold on. I'm not live on this.
It should be. Yeah, it is live. That's good. That's good. It should be live.
Okay, well, my preview wasn't working and I had stopped it for some reason. I usually let it play, but it says excellent connection. It's not showing you though, strangely. I have an here, let me show you. See this? See this? Concurrent viewers, 1. Playbacks, 2. My stream health is excellent. These are my stream settings. Chat rate. Try pump something into the chat. Can you see my chats?
Well, now, hold on. Yeah,
Are you on your phone or a computer?
Terms of use and policies. All right.
Anyways, give me a second here. Let me clean my monitor off real quick. It's got crud all over it. Anyways, so let me just read to you and highlight some of my highlights of the terms of use that scare me. UTU features will change. Services, functionality, features available in UTU. This is highlighted right here. Will change from time to time. We may remove or change existing services, functionality, or features, add new ones at any time for any reason. These changes may happen with or without notice to you. We will endeavor to notify you or of any major changes we make. We do not commit or guarantee that any services, functionality, and features available in UTU at any particular point in time will remain available as part of UTU. It could all of a sudden just disappear. That's our terms of use. Okay, let's continue. The eligibility criteria is sort of interesting. I'm not sure anything is that interesting. Identity verification process. Okay, this is a little bit interesting. This information, okay, this is talking about, as part of the identity verification process, you'll be sharing certain personal information. So, there's this whole thing around privacy nowadays. What's the privacy policy? How will your information be used? Okay, so what they're saying is they're going to be sharing certain personal information about yourself with us and any other third-party services who engage conduct checks to verify and confirm your identity. Our third-party providers may be located and or carry out functions anywhere in the world. So they use third-party providers. And so they're sharing your information with these third-party providers. What is that you're sharing? Your name, your email address, your preferred name, your age, and your human sign-up information, the selfie, okay? So now what it starts saying is, this information will be used by us and our third-party service providers to verify your identity, carry out checks with respect to money laundering, terrorist financing, fraud, financial crimes, and other compliance matters, and enable us to comply with applicable laws and regulations and our internal policies. As part of our Senate process, you may be directed to a site maintained by a third-party provider and submit the documentation required to verify your identity by these third-party providers. You hereby authorize us and our appointed third-party providers to make all necessary inquiries, including to governmental, regulatory, law enforcement, and other agencies around the world, that we, our third-party providers, may deem necessary to verify your identity, to comply, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's all this stuff there's stuff in there that makes me concerned about how your information is being used. But then, when it starts talking about what happens in the contingency of you losing your account, what happens if there's a breach? What happens? What are the termination policy and consequences, and what things are possibly responsible for it? Well, basically, if you want me to go into detail, and I will. Okay, you lose access to your account. You should always be aware of that. You should contact our help center. We may not be able to help you regain access in all circumstances. If that is the case, we may, and in our sole and absolute discretion, allow you to apply for a new account. They normally do not allow you to have a second account. However, in those circumstances, you will not be able to transfer anything from your old account to your new account. So basically, you lose everything. Their powers in respect to your account, we may take measures in our sole and absolute discretion appropriate with respect to your account, including your use of UTU, your token, and your user content generated with or without notice to you, including in circumstances when we believe you no longer meet any of the eligibility criteria, you're in breach of terms of service, there's potential harm, blah, blah, blah. They can terminate your account, and you will lose your ability to use UTU and a new account in the future. They can remove your tokens. They can do anything they want, and they don't have to give you any reason whatsoever, essentially, is what all this is saying. Is the way I'm reading it. So that made me concerned. And I thought I would find something like that. I don't want to read any more of it, because if you want to get into it, you read it yourself, get an attorney, get it, Black's Law Dictionary out. So I said, okay, that's enough. Yeah. I've seen enough. Okay, let's look at the team now. So immediately what I thought is this team has people on it related to either the money power or to social engineering. It's my assumption. It's like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for evidence for that. So what do I find? 2 people that are big red flags immediately. One is Gordon Wiesk. Look at who he is. He's in the entertainment industry. Entertainment industry is a red flag to me. Not necessarily means anyone in the entertainment industry is a red flag, but someone of his stature and ability should not necessarily be part of a development team. He's a chief strategy officer.
What does that mean?
He's designing the strategy of the business. He's the one fucking it all up. Okay, look at this guy. Warren Campbell. Okay. Again, entertainment industry. Works with musicians, television production, athletes, speakers, and entertainers. See, he has also entertainment industry, True Gravity Productions. I started looking into these guys at first. Okay. The reason I'm concerned about these guys is a lot of people in the entertainment industry are involved with the whole social engineering. What's that?
The 666.
Right. And now, that's just for warm-ups. Okay. Now look who we else have here. This outfit is essentially a Toronto Canadian / Australian outfit. The business is located and based in Toronto, but most of the support base for the industry of this business comes from Australia. Okay. The entities that work with this are very big, multinationally recognized entities, also in partnership with the United Nations and the same Sustainable Development Goals I told you are of the corrupt evil entity that we are trying to stand up against. These people are all in bed with those same things and people, just like I expected. So I will demonstrate how I made that relationship. It's pretty straightforward. Who is this guy? Gabrin Devigny, Senior Technical Advisor. He's a blockchain enthusiast and experienced delivery manager in the digital consumer space. Proven track record, servant leader committed to blah, blah, blah. He's also organizer of the Future Life Conference, which looks at how emerging technologies will change our children's lives. Big red flag. Big red flag. What's the red flag? Well, children's lives. Have you listened to any of the Alison Campbell stuff? On Guns and Butter?
No, but I was at the thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just asking you. This is all related. Okay, so I go to this thing, Future Life Conference, right? And so I'm like, what is this all about? Okay. Uh-oh. Look at this. One gold sponsor, RMIT Online. Who's RMIT Online? Okay, so I started looking into RMIT Online and Googling around this, and it looks like it's really awesome, legitimate online educational thing produced out of Australia related to this Future Life Conference. And so let's close this one. Let's close this one. Let's close this one. Close this one. All right. So I started reading up about RMIT. Look at the reviews on it. Let's get to the low ones. Basically, you know the saying, those who can do, those who can't teach. I think RMIT have found the exception with their lecturers and tutors not able to teach either. But anyways, it's talking about they find the most boring lectures they can find. They've ruined them. Basically, they're useless at helping. And this is not a bad one. Avoid this university at all costs. This university is a farce designed to suck you out of your money, leave you completely unprepared for the future. Don't be fooled. To call yourself educators is an absolute disgrace. Just read some of these fucking reviews, dude. Look at this shit. Go elsewhere. Anyways. So this is exactly what I'm talking about that we need to learn from. There's all these huge things that receive major funding in operation because they're ways to launder money, to spend all the drug and human trafficking money on education and nonprofit. And so that's the way I look at it. So anyways, going on with that, I kept looking at this. And then how did I get to the SDG compact? Where did that, let's back up. I'll figure that out. Future Life. Yeah, it was Future Life. Let's go back to Future Life because I hadn't got to those other ones. So there's RMIT Online, and then where is the thing? Was it through RMIT? It might have been through RMIT. Basically, what I saw is there's this thing called, oh yeah, it was on the RMIT. It's on this page here. I might have just closed it. Let me just figure out where, it was the ID. Sorry, I should close one too many. It was, not this one, but basically they had one of the ones of the descriptions on RMIT was talking about the UN SDG goals, which is all the same thing that I was telling you about. So what I'm concerned about is the UTU-1 development itself is being manipulated by people in the entertainment industry that are related to people in the banking industry that are trying to, you know, make it look like they're. It's just the same thing would happen with Block One, dude. It's the exact same thing with Block One.
Do you think they're trying to like sell people's information?
Not so much that, but absolutely anyone who joins this thing, they could use any of this thing to report you to law enforcement and falsify shit probably too. And say like have fucking authorities on you for whatever reason. The way their terms of service was, they could surrender any information on this. It's like it basically looks like it's a fucking
but like
it's a net.
on this app there's some crazy shit, you know what I mean? Like there's like people that come from the Middle East and post some like crazy shit sometimes, and it might need to get reported. I'm not gonna like
But what I'm saying is that I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that the crazy shit that needs to be reported are being reported to the same people causing the crazy shit. And the same people that are supposedly enforcing the crazy shit are creating the crazy shit. It's like that. Not the exact same people, but the people behind the scenes have control over all these different entities, is what I'm saying. Is the way I see it. I could be wrong, but you know what? This is real easy to figure out. Because
I definitely. Oh, sorry.
well, not real easy, but you know, I think this. I guess what I probably need to do is get more involved with the development circles. I need to interject myself into it and see how it actually behaves, because I can't really draw any conclusions of certainty over anything just by the information that I have. But I can say that I'm finding a lot of relationships.
Leaning forward.
Yeah, because just think about this, dude. 2 out of 6 of the principal team come from the entertainment industry. What value does that provide UTU one? What is there? Why is one of them a street?
Maybe it provides them marketing. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's go with that in a second. But one of them is a chief strategy officer, and the other one is a senior business strategy officer. And so, if it does provide the marketing value, how does it provide the marketing value? What have they done? What have they launched? What physically substantive, measurable, describable things have either of these two characters accomplished in their participation with this group? Did they introduce any users to the group? How many? Do they have any demonstrable numbers to substantiate their efforts? I don't think it exists. Personally, I don't know. But
man, I got someone calling me on the other line.
Go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Hey there.
Yo, okay, so that was pretty cool, man. I haven't heard from that friend from a long time ago, man.
Cool. Who was that?
Oh, just like a old school friend, like someone I grew up with. It was a homegirl. It's cool. Good people.
I just sent you a link to True Gravity Productions. True Gravity Productions is Warren Campbell's business. He's the senior business strategist. And then this other guy, Gordon Whiskey, you know, he's worked with like DreamWorks and Steven Spielberg. He's worked on X-Men, you know, Cheaper by a Dozen, Hairspray. A lot of really famous movies. First job in the industry was with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and Robin Williams. on the Academy Award winning movie Gold Will Hunting. So these are like pretty prominent people in the entertainment industry. I don't know about Warren Campbell so much as, you know, this guy Gordon Whiskey or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just asking, like, if he has access to all these people, does he approach them for endorsements, or does he work with them to market UTU one in a?
Or is that just?
What's that?
I was just wondering, is that like you know what I mean, just basically is a resume of things he's done, you know what I mean? And like, if I don't know if they're like even involved in this project, or if this is just.
I think it's all fluff, dude. I think it's all fluff. I think it's just eye candy for idiots, for the what they call the retail market. That people, for the people who are going to be rode, and the people who won't be able to withdraw their money. That's what I think. I mean, I hope I don't want to be right, but I'm afraid that I am. Now, any case, doesn't matter. We just take it with a grain of salt. We're not going to assume anything at this point. But what I think needs to happen is I need to get involved with just seeing what happens with development. And I don't even want you to talk to anyone or do anything through your channels. Let me just do as much as I can from the outside to see what I can see from the outside in. That will be interesting. Because if I can't see anything from the outside in, and then you start telling me all sorts of stuff I can't figure out from whatever, that will be interesting. But anyways, so crypto news. Which?
That's deep.
Okay.
Deep.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. While I have you on the phone, I wanted to show you this article. Oh, which is this? Now look at this. Interesting. Yeah, I actually, because going through some of these real quickly will be good, because you should know all this stuff. And I don't know if you have time to look at it, but since I got you on the phone, we can sort of read them together. So this article right here, did you ever get a chance? Did I send you this one?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's just.
I don't think so.
Yeah, let me just digest this with you real quick. Because look at this date, dude. What day is today? It's the 25th. This is 5 days old.
25th.
5 days old. Okay? See, when I read this, it was like 2 or 3 days old. That's why I was like, oh shit, man. Do you know about this stuff? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think you did actually send it. I know I didn't read it, though. I think I seen that dude's face, though.
Okay, let me just explain to you what it says. After rebelling against Block One, the developer of EOSIO, an open source blockchain software, the EOS community is once again teaming up with Dan Larimer, the former chief technology officer of Block One, as they're preparing for the shortest path to EOS independence. See, taking over the EOSIO codebase is a top priority for the EOS Network Foundation, says the CEO. Partnering with Dan Larimer, the original architect of the EOS software, was a natural first step in accomplishing that goal. So basically what they're saying is, this is the guy who originally invented EOSIO, and he's rebelling against Block One. And the community is also joining his rebellion, and they're taking it to a new foundation, this thing, EOS Network Foundation.
Are they taking all their money out of EOS and putting it into another?
No! He's taking away the technology, the code. See this right here?
So are we still going to be able to use C++?
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's going to be a new version, that's all. We can get into that in a second. See this right here? Taking over the EOSIO code base is a top priority. Okay? So what that means is that website we went to, this website,
Yeah.
this is managed by Block One. This is all going bye-bye.
The UTU stuff, is that going to go bye-bye too?
I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is See, EOS, let's go back to EOS again. Let's just get a better understanding of EOS. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure EOS is open source. Remember? Oops, that's not the one.
Oh, yeah.
EOS.
And it's like, UTU is fraudulent or whatever the hell it is, because, like, right now nobody can withdraw out of there and all that stuff at this moment. So.
They're about ready to crash the company, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, here we go.
Hopefully not.
EOS.io is a blockchain protocol based on the cryptocurrency EOS. The smart contract platform claims to eliminate transaction fees and also conduct millions of transactions per second. Based on a white paper released in 2017, the EOS.io platform was developed by the private company Block One and released as an open source software on June 1st, 2018.
Awesome.
Okay, so hold on. There's EOS down as community forks out Block One. What is this? Oh, this is from November. Okay. That's not the right white paper. That's interesting. So basically, I don't know if it says it here. Man, I didn't actually move all the bookmarks over. Basically, what I read, and I don't have the link in front of me. Oh, here we go. Here it is. No, it doesn't talk about it here. Okay, but basically, what happened is that ever since they started this company, from what I was reading, they've stalled the development of EOS, and so all the developers are pissed. So now Dan Larimer's back, starting a new company to take away the EOS code base from Block One.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
See, okay, here we go. Here's a GitHub. Here, let me actually show you the article here. EOS fork Mandel Larimer. I think there's a GitHub. The best information is on the GitHub. Let's look at some of these other new ones, actually. Or it was on Reddit, I mean.
So basically, that company's terms and conditions allows them to get away with, like, robbing people if they
Pretty
want
much.
to.
Pretty much. And if you don't read the terms and conditions and you join that, you're pretty much a fucking idiot and deserve whatever happens to you. This is the way I look at it. And so they're sort of like laughing. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, and I joined, man, without reading. But I've gotten a lot more money off of the app than I've actually put onto it.
And the thing is that it may not necessarily be entirely like. This is interesting. They're changing the search engines, even the search results on this. I'm thinking that's fascinating because like these searches that I found. Yeah, these searches that I could find the other day, I'm having a harder time finding now.
Dude, this shit has been wild on this journey, man, because, like, nothing sticks around that long, it seems like.
Okay. Mandel's release and Larimer's return represent a new chapter for EOS, which went from being one of the most well-funded projects in crypto to a mostly forgotten sideshow. Leadership at ENF is trying to change that narrative and perhaps even the EOS name. See, what happened was that through Block One's investments and the investment team that put money into it under Block One's control, it went from one of the most well-funded projects in crypto to a mostly forgotten sideshow. That is why there's a new foundation, because they're sick and tired of being a forgotten sideshow. They're trying to fix it. So I think Block One was contaminated, or UTU1 is contaminated with the same issues that Block One was, because it was intentional. They're trying to.
Oh, that's what, man. It's been delayed, dude. Like you can tell, UTU there's like tons of delays on different stuff. Like they've been helping me and kind of giving me priority over people in certain situations, which was really cool. But I was doing a lot of work making things happen, and they looked out for me. But I know it's still everything's delayed.
Okay, now listen to this shit. Oh, wow. Block One's relationship with the EOS community boiled over late last year with the crypto government's equivalent of "you're fired." Stakeholders voted in early December to cease Block One's EOS token grants, worth $250 million over a multi-year vesting period. The reason? EOS backers had enough of a once pivotal code base caretaker that they felt had commitment problems. The network came together to reach consensus and take back the only asset that it had jurisdiction over, which was their unvested EOS. Gall said the company had already received nearly $30 million over the years. It is probably the first and only time that a DAO took action against a corporate entity. Many chains have the heavyweight corporate backers arguments over decentralization
They
aside.
don't like them.
Right. Solana has Solana Labs, Avalanche has Ava Labs, Terra has Terraforma Labs. These entities wield influential developer roles. Often, they also hold critical intellectual property like Twitter accounts and websites and code repositories. The conundrum that ENF faces is that EOS gave its corporation the boot without reclaiming that intellectual property. Block One still holds prominent assets like EOS.io. More crucially, it maintains the EOS GitHub repository, an active code base that hasn't changed in 8 months, an eternity in crypto land. See, they're saying...
So the stuff that I'm learning right now isn't even worth it, and they got it open for people to study for free.
No. The study for free is normal. What they're saying is they haven't changed the code base in 8 months. That means no one's done a lick of work.
What I'm doing is studying it now. I haven't
Well, no. You got to understand what's happening is under Block One's management, the whole EOS ecosystem has been stalled. Okay? My argument is UTU1 is no different than Block One. They're probably funded by the same entities. Okay? But despite that fact, Dan Larimer, the original inventor of this technology, as well as the development team, they're tired of being chained by this corporate control that's stalling development. So they formed a new foundation to take over. But the problem is there's going to be like a legal battle because there's still assets that Block One has that they did not reclaim in their exit of relationship. So one of those assets is EOS.io, which is the website. The other asset is the GitHub repository. But see, they have already solved
that's the ones that I'm on.
I know.
That I'm using to learn the coding.
But what I'm saying is you're learning, and what I was trying to tell you, there's a new fork. You're learning the old code.
So it's old stuff.
Right,
So it's not really, I'm wasting my time.
Sort of, not entirely. It might be similar. It might still apply. You get what I'm saying? It might not be that different. But the way they're trying to get around the situation of the control of Block One over EOS development is the developer is releasing a new version that Block One has no control over because it's version 3.0. They're on 2.2. So I think what happened is that the EOS developers worked outside of the control of Block One and came up with a plan to move the development out of the hands of Block One.
Well, I need to get on to whatever the hell is actually going to benefit people and benefit me so that I can develop things. things and make, better NFTs and all that and program with some stuff that's up to date. They do say on their website and all that stuff that like things might be changed like day to day, just like in general, like with the space and the nature of coding. And so some of that stuff might be outdated by the time I'm learning it or whatever.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the way the terms of service is it makes it very, very disconcerting that you could just lose all your assets and have no recourse of action.
Oh, you're talking about on UTU.
Yeah. Their terms of service, how they're structured.
Yeah, man. That's wild, man. And I'm totally down to get some developers, man, together and really come to like a conversation where we get to understand stuff.
Okay, like
Are we
here.
still on that YouTube video? Because I'm like totally not. I'm walking around here.
I don't. Yeah, we're on it. I mean, I have you on speakerphone and I have webcam mic. It looks like we've got 5 concurrent viewers. Huh. I didn't even know anyone was out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now here's another. Go ahead.
No, it's all good.
Okay, so let me read you some more here. I'm reading from, again, this about this fork. So this is back in November. Okay, so this is, 2 months ago? So this is news that you should be aware of if you're involved with... okay. EOS. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, the dissatisfied members of the EOS community have formed an organization in opposition to Block 1, the developer of EOS.io, and open source blockchain software. Yet the market was not impressed with EOS seeing a drop. Okay, it talks about EOS prices. Now it comes in the premise of the formation of the new EOS Network Foundation. Okay, so this is the new Block 1. This is the foundation that's taking the role over from Block 1.
All right, what's it called?
EOS Network Foundation.
Okay, EOS Network Foundation. So I need to look up them
Here,
and see if they.
I'm sending you a link to it right now. Well, they're not even there yet. I wouldn't even worry about. You could just, you know what? You're fine still using the training on the old site. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that the version 3 is just going to build on version 2, and it's not necessarily going to be significantly different. And whatever difference it is probably not going to affect you, honestly. So all the learning material and stuff, I think it's still going to apply. And so anyways, okay, so it's talking about the EOS Network Foundation, EOS Nation. Okay, so the new CEO of the foundation is the former CEO of an internet company called EOS Nation. I have no idea what that is. But anyways, he said he announced his work on the foundation back in early August this year when he said that EOS is an estate akin to exsanguination. Okay, what is exsanguination? Exsanguination?
I have no idea.
Loss of blood, bloodletting, slaughter. Okay, so basically what he's saying is that in August of this year, or last year, excuse me, because this is in November, he said EOS is being slaughtered, is basically what he's saying. EOS development is being put at the butcher block and being killed. This is how they feel about Block 1. Okay? And then the new CEO wrote, as it stands, EOS has been a failure of monumental proportions on various levels. Okay?
Bro, I just got a message. My sister just got a message from Will Gigsby. Yeah, the former lightweight champion of the world boxing. texting, yeah, man, I got like this amazing artist on the app who like did this dope edit of his picture and he loves it, and I think he's gonna use it as an NFT. It's fly, yo.
Cool.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hopefully, yeah, I definitely want to know what you can like find out. Like, you've already let me know what you can find out, but like, just like more on the whole UTU scenario. I know right now we're into the EOS though.
Right.
That all affects it, right?
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's based on it. Of course it affects it if it's based on it.
Okay.
So anyways, look at this. And most recently, during a virtual conference on Wednesday, per a document accessed by Crypto News, he reiterated that EOS is a failure as well as a terrible investment. What we are experiencing is a shift whereby the EOS community is placing itself in a position to be able to move away from Block 1, essentially forking them out. This break is needed for a narrative and a branding shift to occur, so there is a clear delineation that EOS does not equal Block 1, said the leader as he defined
This
his...
is all good for the people. Like, this split is gonna help EOS. You know what I mean?
No,
That's exactly
right. No, you're absolutely right. That's what I was saying. This is good news because they saw what happened and they're trying to fix it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that what I'm afraid of is they've addressed this at the EOS level with Block 1, but with the UTU 1 level, I think there's still something funny going on.
Yeah, because that's like, you know, a project that's built on that system. You know, it's not, I don't even know if it involves the same people.
It probably does not. I mean, I'm sure it does not. But what I'm saying is that the same thing that happened with Block 1 is happening with UTU 1, but no one's fixing UTU 1. They're fixing Block 1's issue, but not UTU 1. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I want people to know developing and all that. You know what I mean? And to get in that inner circle. I know they're everything.
But see, what I'm saying is that too. What I'm saying is like all these people that were involved with development of EOS within Block 1 couldn't do their job. They got pissed. That's what happened. So if you have that same problem with UTU 1, doesn't matter how much people you get involved with EOS development with UTU 1, it ain't going to be fixed if the leadership is trying to make it all janky. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
yeah.
So you need to take take control over UTU 1 or call them out on their fraud or fix the problem or quit that thing and join a new one and compete against them or something. But once I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still some opportunities and possibilities there, but it's really shaky ground to me. I don't really know what to expect with it.
Right.
It's, part of me wants to move forward with it, but part of me is sort of like, why do I want to put my eggs in a basket I don't trust?
Yeah, man, I want to ride it till the wheels fall off, but I also want to make, like, things really happen, and like I like if it's gonna be,
well, you know what I say let's
all
just
their funds and stuff like that all the time, like, and I know like they seem like they're working on everything and they're doing it out of the gift for everybody because of the crazy shit that was going on the app, but
well, I just think whatever we need to do, we need to hold them accountable and make sure there's awareness. Because, like, how do we even know there's not a lot of dissatisfied UTU1 customers or people that got locked out or frauded or whatever? Like, where would we find that information? How does it get collected and reported? Is someone going to fill out a Yelp review?
Most of the people who are pissed off and probably got kicked off. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people doing a lot of crazy stuff, like, and they just all came on the app real fast and, like, they had to handle it. They did respond pretty good, but like I think they responded too slow and like they needed to make like more severe, like or like not more severe, just like they needed to change it up to where it was like more secure. They could like keep people off easier. I thought they needed to do that, and that seems like what they did, but they, like, because I don't know if it's been like that for a long time, but it seems like it's super easy for them to just, like, even take all their money and run from the whole app, which that's not cool. I mean, like, that's what the terms and conditions made me feel like they could like legally get away with doing.
Right, pretty much. Pretty much, that's what I was feeling like. And so for example, they have some celebrities, I guess. I don't know who Amanda Cerny, Bernice Burgos, Sarah Stage.
They're not really like celebrities. Maybe they are in Canada.
Yeah, I'm like, but what I'm saying is, my point is this: is they get these entertainment people in there. What is their value? I know they don't know any technical thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not helping with the EOS development. Like, if they're gonna bring in like numbers or volume of people, or they're gonna get branding from endorsements from celebrities, or something that's gonna create an incentive or value for this business, it would make sense to me. But I see no evidence of that. I think I should see evidence of that. You know, maybe it's some of this, like, UTU welcomes artist Roy Woods. They got Roy Woods hooked up with UTU. You know, but it doesn't even really make sense to me, because you don't even need someone like that to have that kind of relationship. You can just approach their agent. You know what I'm saying? If this is the best ideas they can come up with, these two cats, they're not really doing much.
Yeah, I think I come up with some of the most creative tests. Personally, I feel like I add a lot of value to that app with the stuff that I do.
You might be like the one holding it together.
In one sense, they got a couple other groups, like 40 on 40 Business is really good. The lady with Farm to Table, she be doing her thing, but she's got like another job she does outside of it, so she can't devote as much time and energy into her, you know, little thing on the app as she wants to. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely know I'm putting in a lot of work and stuff like that on the app. People, they're not. My group is small though. Still, there's like thousands of people who are on this app that use this app every day that aren't even using my BAC. But I kick people off really fast. Like, I don't even care. Like, if they're like doing something that's like spamming, or if they even put like one piece of stolen art, you know, like, if they don't know what an NFT is, they should research it enough to like learn like that it needs to be their own original artwork before they put it up.
Let me share with you some stuff on the future. Okay, the good news, where things are going with EOS. This is not UTU one. Okay, so right now I don't even think the EOS Foundation has a website. They posted this stuff on Medium.com, I've noticed, and it starts off talking about how EOS has been a failure of monumental proportions. To many, and understandably so, it's a project they would rather not associate themselves to anymore. There's no way of sugarcoating it. Whatever market-led EOS had at its genesis was squandered. Since the network launch in June 2018, we've seen other Gen 3 blockchains emerge with their own solutions for cost, speed, and scale that simply didn't exist when EOS was in its infancy. This isn't to imply that EOS is dead or that it can't turn things around, and it's the honest assessment of the current state of EOS. Coming to terms with this reality is the key to moving forward, so we may focus on what's next. The Red Queen hypothesis in evolutionary biology explains how living organisms must constantly adapt and evolve because they live in an ever-evolving ecosystem, competing for survival against other ever-evolving organisms. Everything is competitive and nothing is constant. It's explicitly a zero-sum game, and stasis means extinction. This is an accurate description of what happened to EOS as it has failed to evolve and keep pace with the competition. A quick glance at the EOS market cap and its general trend tells you everything you need to know about what the market currently thinks of EOS compared to its peers. It is not an attractive investment in its current state. With the inception of the EOS Network Foundation, the EOS community took a major step forward in the right direction. Until now, EOS has lacked the ability to coordinate resources or to have a means to invest in itself with the EOS token holder's best interests at the forefront of every decision. EOS now has the leadership and resources to guide it on a better trajectory. However, we must also accept that EOS competitors are going to continue innovating, so we need to forge ahead and adapt twice as fast if we want it to catch up. We must be highly iterative, make frequent and targeted bets, have foresight to adapt quickly to changing market situations, and make continuous and sustained investments into the developers, businesses, and individuals who are willing to innovate on EOS to push it forward at breakneck speed. An incentivized and coordinated ecosystem should be a thriving ecosystem. What do you think about that? What have I been talking about?
That sounds amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, if we can put our, like, if we can have, like, things that put everybody who's, like, actually doing this at the forefront, like, they're investing in the people who are using it, you know what I mean? And they're the, like, main focus, then it's gonna work good.
Okay, so basically, my new business plan that I'm making in my political consulting things for these different elected officials and all this shit is going to integrate how all this will be integrated with the EOS development community to develop our own cryptocurrencies and NFT markets and all this shit. Like, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I know that that's going to be an embedded part of it. So now when I go and approach these tribal nations and all this stuff, and I have this community thing going, where we're pushing this, and we're like, hey, look, we're ready to move at breakneck speed. Like, we want decisions made quickly. We want people who are ready to take action. If you can't play ball with us, get the fuck out of my way. I ain't waiting for your call back in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking hang those balls and swing that dick like you fucking got the fucking cojones and the goods to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Walk the walk. Give me some Anthony Robbins, brother. You know?
Man, I'm ready to make some big moves, and I'm doing big things, and you know, thank you for looking into this, and I know you got more to look into, but it's like, you know, solutions and like security and all that at the end of the day, and like protecting our values is really important.
Okay.
Making sure that like we're investing right and building with the right focus. And I love your plan for the EOS. And I know I'm like heavily invested into the UTU, so there's hopefully it all works out, because like that shit would be great. But if not, I gotta really invest in something else on the side. We get some land and stuff.
What we need to do is we need to look into the EOS Foundation's opinion on UTU 1. It's that simple. You get what I'm saying?
Their opinions. Can you look that up right now?
Well, I don't know if it's Googleable, but what I'm saying is if we can get a hold of the EOS Network Foundation, someone over there, Dan Larimer, whoever, go, what do you guys think of UTU 1 development? How do you feel that's progressing? And they should know all about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's built on EOS. They could just come back with, yeah, we're working on fixing that too. You know what I'm saying? Or they could be all like, you know, that's a good thing you brought up, because I've been wondering what we should do, if anything, about it. We should just let it die. You know, maybe they think it needs to die. Maybe they think it needs. I don't know how UTU 1 is structured. It could be a little different.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we can reach out to people and find out stuff, or I can do that. You don't have to really do that. I can do it. Because I want to find out as much about this as I can, because, you know, like, I just got a boxing champion that's ready to put NFTs out and all this other stuff, and he's, like, very aware. Like, he has a lot of money, and he's aware of his investments, and he doesn't want to invest in something he feels like he's going to lose his money in. or lose any money, and it's been pretty hard to get him on this app. So
Well, let me.
he's down to do it now though, just because my artists are so good.
Okay.
Editing his pictures.
Well, I'm glad that we had this conversation at round or before you've already vested a whole lot of effort into that. I don't know how it will change things at all, but I can tell you this. I found a new website that I just sent to you that you really want to be familiar with too. Because basically the early on the ENF deployed capital into Eden EOS.
Oh shit! Hey, bro, I gotta call you back, man.
All right, go.
All right, bless.
Bye.